In this video, take a detailed look at a prototype Schindler 3300. Now, I've only ever seen two of these. They're ever so slightly different to normal Schindler 3300s because they're like very early ones. And they just have a slight few differences. So, Schindler 3300. Schindler's modern design of lift for small buildings. This is like a little 1 metre a second lift. And these lifts are very cheap. They look pretty cheap. But with that said, they are using an alloy metal, which gives the metal a lot more strength for the small amount of metal I use. But with that said, they are still using a very small amount of metal on these lifts. So, Schindler 3300s do not have a proper chassis. Rather than having like this proper structural support around the lift, they have sort of support across the car, but no proper support to the lift car, which is something I really dislike about them. But one good thing about Schindler 3300s, they have full intelligent levelling, which is really nice. So, Schindler 3300s, generally speaking, I'd say there's two models, the original model and the updated model, or you could say the Mark 1 and the Mark 2. The Mark 1 was like an original design, and they were meant to have capacitive buttons, and it looks really nice with the glass toothpaste colour panel, because Schindler just are really good at design. That's one thing they're just great at, they make really nice looking lifts. But the capacitive buttons were banned in the UK, so they had to add in regular buttons, which really looked like a bodge. And with the Mark II Schindler 3300s, there's a couple of little differences, but a main difference is they've updated the non-capacitive buttons for the UK market from a really bodged looking buttons to some lot nicer looking buttons. And that's your main update. But both the Schindler 3300 Mark 1 and Mark 2 does not have any sign of a chassis on top. The top's completely flat. So this brings us on to the prototype. Now this prototype has a couple of little differences. Firstly, the voice. It has the Schindler Smart voice. Normally, Schindler 3300s, the Mark 1 and Mark 2s, have the Schindler 5500 voice. But luckily, Schindler 3300s only give the floor announcements. They don't give the dreaded up and down announcements, which are just awful. That's the thing I hate about Schindler 5500s. Elevator is going up. It's a lift, for fuck's sake. So, Schindler 3300s don't have direction messages. But I do use the 5500 voice. But a prototype uses the Schindler Smart voice, which is really rare.
Ground floor. First floor. Second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor. Fifth floor.
Another difference, this prototype Schindler 3300 has different doors. Schindler 3300s have brought in doors from fermenter doors, and these doors are pretty cheap. But this prototype seems to have not perfected its doors because the doors are really dodgy on this, and are actually different to normal Schindler 3300 doors. And the other difference, the main thing which is notably different about this, is let's look on top. Look very carefully. The car top is not completely flat. There's a very slight chassis to it. So Schindler 3300s, the Mark 1 and Mark 2s, normally have no chassis at all, completely flat car top, there's no support around the lift. Now this prototype does have an ever so slight amount of support going like around the lift, which is a lot nicer. But this prototype does seem slightly less refined, only slightly, because Schindler 3300s are pretty well refined, but it's ever so slightly less refined than a normal Schindler 3300. So let's now get on with this video. In this video, I take a look at Schindler 3300, but this one has a slight few differences. It's the Mark 1, not the updated set, it's the older non-capacitive Mark 1 button, when the updated Mark 2 has a nicer looking button. But that's what, don't know what beat there, that's not what's unusual about it. What's unusual, the doors are slightly different. How these doors are.
Fifth floor.
Those doors are so bad. But this lift's slightly different to the other Schindler 3300s. Not much differences. There's a slight difference. Like, look how much you open those doors. It's got the older voice. The doors are knackered. There's a slight lump of the chassis, look there. You can slightly see the chassis. You can't on later ones, this is definitely a prototype, this is different. So this lift actually got a, yeah, see that it's a chassis. You can see it's like it's going across. It has a slight chassis. Okay, slight chassis on it. Should go back up.
Should I stop it now?